Welcome back to the Forensic Detailing channel. Do not forget to hit subscribe, the home of all things detailing, except sometimes we don't talk about detailing. Today is a sad day. For the last, I reckon, at least 10 years, maybe even longer, I've been addicted to buying these shoes, Hey Dude shoes. Why? Because they're light, they're also cheapish, or they weren't cheap, they were never cheap, they were like 40 quid, but you could find some of the distributors doing sales on them and you could get the shoes I liked. You could sometimes get them for like 25 quid and I'd go and buy like 3 or 4 pairs and I'm done for. They last a year, so I'd be done for like 3 or 4 years then, so that was fine. Sorry. Now, my braided farties. That was the style of shoe that I loved, the braided farty. That's the braided material. And it was a style of shoe like this that I'm wearing. Not exactly like this though. My braided farties, they seem to disappear off the Hey Dude website and you couldn't get them. You can't get them anymore. It looked like the design changed. So I went and bought these Mika ones, you know, in a similar colour. Very similar shoe. So I've got 2 pairs of those and they were on sale. They were only 31 quid, so they're pretty good. And then a pair of these, which were about 45 or something like that. Now, unfortunately, these shoes are no good. They're no good. So these 2 sets I haven't worn. These are worn, so I can't take these back. I've only worn them for about 3 or 4 days, but you know they're not new. So I'm returning these ones here. Why? Why? The main thing is, I'd have to bust. I'll pop one of these off. I'll pop this one off. The main thing is they've changed the design. They're still nice and light. They're very light shoes, but they're tighter over the top of your foot, and they've got this elasticated strap in, and they're sort of reinforced more at the back here, which you think would be okay. You think would be a good thing. And basically, they're not comfortable. They're very difficult to get on your feet. Same size. Very difficult to get on the feet. If I couldn't go any bigger because these are perfect size for me. They're perfect. But getting them on is an absolute nightmare. It's a real pain. Well, they're stretching out a bit now. But once they're on, they rub like crazy at the back of the heel, and they're also tight on the front. And they just don't feel as good, to the point where I can't wear them. I also really don't like the design change. They've picked a new sole, and this sole is so generic. Like you see it on all these lightweight shoes. It's just generic, kind of old man style. I know I am an old man, but it's just generic. It's lost its like little design thing as well with the change of this heel. These ones are actually comfier because they don't have that in there, but they still got the same problem with the heels and the soles. Now these soles do grip better. The old ones, when they get worn, they were like banana skins. You'd be ice skating around if it's wet. But I didn't mind that because they kind of look quite cool. So, but here's the good news and the weird news. I was Googling around, and one of the distributors that sell Hey Dudes, I can't remember what they're called, lightweight shoes or something, Shoe Light or something like that. They sell Hey Dudes, but they also sell another brand called Kickback, I think it's called. Kickback, I'm pretty sure it's Kickback or Kickstart. Kickback. The Kickback brand, which is I've never heard of before, now sell what looks like to be the previous Hey Dudes, my braided farties, that I used to love. So I'm going to return these. I'm going to buy a set of these Kickbacks and check them out. They look identical apart from they've changed a little bit of material. It was all braided before. So this was braided, the back was braided, and the Kickbacks have changed the back piece so it's not braided and it's like a bit of canvas or suede microfiber at the back, which looks rubbish. I don't know why they've done that. Just don't know why they've done that. But it's the only option. It's a bit bad that they're 55 quid as well, because you look at these shoes, no disrespect, no disrespect, they're made in China, they're a sole, and they're a little bit of fabric, and I would guess that would cost, I would guess that would cost between £3 to £6 to produce that pair of shoes. So they need to be sold for north of 30, really. That's just how business works. And I was kind of, and I paid the 31 for these. So like I say, you can get those little discounts. I think that price is okay. 55 on those new kickbacks. It's a bit pricey. That'll bug me. It's just a matter of principle. But I'm going to try them anyway because I'm desperate. That's how much I liked the old Hey Dudes that I wore. I did reach out to Hey Dude and say, I don't think these shoes are much good. But they're not interested. One, because now they've changed the whole range. They're not going to go back. They're never going to go back. It's sad though. It's sad because I'm not a shoe expert. But straight away, as soon as I put these new shoes on, it's just like, no. Nope. Nope. Neat. No. None. Knee. I thought they might expand out and become better. And they do. They do get better when you wear them. They get softer and they stretch a bit. But it's still a no for these. These are never as comfortable as the old ones. So that is sad that you can be 10 years of a great thing. And then, I don't know. If it isn't broke, why fix it? And now, they just look like generic lightweight shoes. There's millions of these on the market. Similar. There's not enough design features in this to separate it from the herd now, especially now they've moved over to these old man soles. They've lost the sole a little bit. So sad day for Hey Dude. Sorry. Yeah, sad day for me because, like I say, I don't wear anything for 10 years. But I really like these. So I'll put a link for the new ones, and once I've bought those, I'll show you them on the channel and see if they're any good. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kickback or whatever they're called are something to do with Hey Dude, although apparently they're not. But I wouldn't be surprised because it's the same shoe, you can tell from looking at it, coming out of the same factory. So someone's cottoned on that they've discontinued that and started a new line, and the old ones were good. So someone's taken that design. Who it is, I don't know, but I'm glad they've done it. But it's just all a bit strange. So there we go. Sad day. They're going back. Doug.